Weirdos! You are watching
This Week in Weird!
And this is the video version of the podcast Keep It Weird.
Yes.
The podcast for all things strange, unusual, creepy, all the things. You know the drill.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Lauren. And we are the hosts of the Keep It Weird podcast.
Sure.
And we're here now bringing you the news, the strange news, the creepy news, the spooky news, the bizarre news from all around the dang world.
All around it.
So, this is normally the time where I do a Lauren's Derp Corner, and I talk about something super derpy. I am sad to say I didn't really get a Derp Corner story this time around. It's still a, kind of derpy story, but it doesn't quite fit under the umbrella of what I think is Lauren's Derp Corner, because it's usually some weird...
It doesn't fit into my brand?
I'm, really trying to be a specific brand, and as an influencer... No, I'm just kidding. But I normally get, super derpy. It's usually some crazy sex story.
Stuck in a butt,
yes.
or... Yeah.
So this isn't quite that. This is more like, y'all are dum-dums. That's what this story is.
I'm into it.
So in New York, horror and alarm went across the city as police thought they saw, this sounds so disturbing, but it's not true, so don't worry. Police thought they saw a 3-month-old baby face down, turned blue, cold dead. They set up a tent over it, called in all officials all over the city, because when it's a dead child, it's a huge deal, obviously.
Yeah.
Trying to find out who the parent is, put the little blanket over it, helicopters swirling the area, everyone came out. It turns out that it was just a doll, a very realistic doll that was laying in the grass. And once they brought a forensic team in and more CSI type people to come in and investigate, they turned the baby over and the t-shirt said "The Crawling Dead" on the baby. So it's this joke, zombie baby type thing.
Oh my God.
So the baby's coloring was what threw everybody off, because the coloring was consistent with a prolonged death of an infant or a human. And I guess maybe no one had gone up and touched it until an investigation crew came in, was wait a second. But it was very lifelike in their defense. I think maybe it's a type of prop you use in a theater. That's what most articles are trying to assume, because they're trying to make sense of this.
One of those living doll things. Do you know what I'm talking
about? Yes, totally.
Where they're designed to be so realistic.
And use them in CPR classes and stuff.
Yeah, and you can also, a lot of people get them for people that have
Yes,
lost young children.
we've talked about this, actually.
Yeah, we've talked about it on another episode. But you can get them to be the Na'vi from Avatar. You can get little Na'vi ones. You can get little baby werewolf ones. You can get, or aliens.
Yeah, you can get them for so many things.
One. But also, if you think about it, this, even if someone did go up and touch it, just like that,
it
a
wasn't
baby
quite
doll,
enough. They feel really realistic, so that's
they feel realistic, but also if it's a dead body that's been dead for a while, they harden.
It'll be stiff. It'll be the rigor mortis, or is that what you call it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the rigor mortis, where you're just stiff. Yes. So that's why I didn't put it in the full Derp Corner.
Idiot.
I'm just more
How dare you take this seriously?
They were doing what they had to do. Police saw the body and they were trying to be as cautious as they could be. So that's why it's not a full derp. But I think just the fact that the whole city of New York came out for this, and I wish just one more person had walked over there and been wait, let's take a good look at this.
Let's make sure this isn't a doll.
And now that we know it's not a dead child, I think I'm able to laugh a little bit at the fact that the t-shirt said "The Crawling Dead," and it was this play on zombies, and it was this spooky little baby doll that we'd probably get for fun and bring to a Halloween party. So that part makes me kind of laugh too. But yeah, everyone came out in full force, and I'm just imagining this woman putting on her gloves, because I believe they said it was a female in the article, was the first one to finally be "Is this a doll?"
Turn it over and it's
everybody head out. Yeah, and just people are, it was in a park, so people were gathered, taking pictures. Everyone was horrified, only to find out, we've all been looking at a doll. So they are still investigating it. It wasn't just like a one and done
prank.
Because they think
which is horrible.
They're like, is someone going around? Is this going to be a consistent prank? Are more people going to like leave things around? So they're still investigating to see what asshole was doing this. So it's not totally in the clear, but thank goodness it wasn't a dead 3-month-old child. The end.
The end. Look at Penny.
Penny's checking Wilder out right now, and she's terrified.
All right, that is all the time we have this week for This Week in Weird, the news segment. Again, for the podcast, Keep It Weird. Make sure you check out our show on iTunes, Spotify, Libsyn, etc. Follow us on social media at Keep It Weirdcast across all platforms. And always, keep it weird.